Hey man, how's it going? Hi Energy. Hey, say hi, buddy.
Hey,
Come on, buddy. How's it going, man?
You all right?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
Look at you.
Have a seat right on that couch, brother, man.
Co-host?
Yeah, man, for sure. Here, let me get you mic'd up real quick.
Yes, sir.
Get you mic'd up. Get you right. Thanks for coming, man.
Sure, man.
All right.
Good? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Man,
What's going on, man?
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see
Looking
you.
good, man.
Look at you,
This
big
is
boy.
Reese,
Hey.
the best boy.
What is it, Luis?
Reese.
Reese.
Like a Reese peanut butter cup.
Like a peanut butter
Yeah,
cup.
chocolate
What's
on top,
going
peanut butter on the bottom.
Yeah,
Man.
he probably smells like my brother's dog. On
Yeah.
me, so
Man.
that's why he good.
All right, well, you ready to hop on into it, man?
Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
get to it.
All right, dude. You're on the It Takes a Village podcast, where I interview community workers, get a little inside look on their lives, and kind of like a POV of what it takes to do the role that you do, and just just kind of what that looks like from your perspective, right?
Well, I can just start by saying that I fell into this totally by accident.
Oh yeah.
Right? Oh yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me start you off with. I like to
Sure.
start with a very specific question.
Okay.
With everybody that comes in.
Let's
all right?
go.
Question number one: how's your day going so far, man?
Oh, it's going great. Woke up, had big breakfast.
Okay.
Kids are good. Family's good. I'm
Nice.
good.
How many kids you have?
I have
2 kids.
11-year-old, 1-year-old.
Oh wow,
Yes, sir.
1-year-old.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay,
Baby
okay.
girl. Oof.
Man.
That's as hard as my job.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Believe me, I know that's
Love
like,
it.
got a
love
5-year-old
it,
myself,
love it,
so
though. You do?
yeah.
All right.
That's why I was running a little late today because I just came from her. I forgot she had a soccer game this morning.
Oh,
So I had to go straight
Yeah,
from the
nah.
soccer game straight back here, get situated.
listen, you're late
because,
to them, and you might as well be dead to them.
Yeah.
Don't play that game.
Yeah,
Don't play that game.
How's the temperature wise? Are you warm? I can like crack
No,
the window
it's
or
all
whatever.
good. It's
You're
all good.
All right, cool.
I feel comfortable. Sweater might come off.
Yeah, all right, nice, man. Hey, man, that's what we're looking for, comfort, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Casa de Village, man.
Okay.
So, all right, let me see what we got here, dude. I'm still new to this guy, ironing out the kinks, you know what I mean? You're officially my 3rd guest ever. So, 3's a good number, man. 3's a good number. It's my favorite number, actually, coincidentally.
There's a reason why the it's 1 to 3 go.
Yeah,
same.
exactly, man. That's a great
same,
point,
the
bro. That's a great point. All right, so what do we have here? All right, now, you were already starting to touch on it, right? How you kind of fell into this career.
Right.
It was accidental, you're saying?
It was. It definitely was.
Tell me more about
that. I lived in Manhattan, New York City, since 2003 when I came from my country of origin, Dominican Republic, and up until 2020, until like after the pandemic hit. It was like right after like the big shutdown, and then things started to open up a little bit. We moved all the way here from the city, right? I was renting an apartment over there. My son was growing up. It was a 9th floor. It's a projects, like I didn't want that for my kid, right?
Yeah.
And then we started looking into moving away from that area, looking into a bigger place because I wanted a big family.
Yeah.
So and then pandemic hit. I put a stop to our plans. But then when things started to open up again, that's when we decided to start looking. But then everything was so expensive. It was just so expensive. We were looking into Jersey, PA. I have family all over. And then my brother was living here in Albany. He's like, hey, why don't you come over? Came over for a few weekends just to visit. Matter of fact, down the block, on Elm Street right here.
Oh, yeah?
That's where we landed.
Oh, wow.
That's where we landed,
yeah,
right down
the
the block.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
Wow.
So we landed there, and then I just started to get to know the area, see what's around, and I was always in customer service. That's what my expertise, right?
Yeah.
And work in a bank, work at a store, always with clients. And then when I moved to Albany, that's when I started looking. Like first, I can't be picky. So first thing I find, that's what I need.
Yeah.
Because it's a big move from the city all the way to Albany.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right? Wait until my kid finished the year, then moved in. And then it was just like whatever I could get my hands on.
Yeah.
Worked in Amazon up in Castleton. I was there for a few months. Then I'd enjoyed it. Not at all.
Yeah. Was it just like this? The workplace environment or
No,
just the work?
It was
itself?
management. Disagreements with management, and you'll notice as our conversation goes.
Yeah.
But you'll notice that all I'm asking is let me do my job, the job you hired me for, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.
So And then it was just jumping from job to job, right? It was at Amazon. Then I worked for a heating cooling company where they sell like the big units. They do repairs.
Yeah.
We deliver, we repair, we sell parts. And then from there, I was at this printing company where they print logos of companies onto protective gear.
Oh, okay.
So let's say helmets, gloves, boots.
PPE, typical stuff.
PIP, the name of the company.
PIP,
yeah.
okay.
So, and then from there, I had a medical event where I just woke up one day, couldn't get up from bed. Call my job's like, hey, I cannot come in. And okay, fine. You know, us dudes, we're dumbasses. We're just like, hey, I'll sleep it off. I'll be fine tomorrow, right? Next day, woke up, same thing. I couldn't get up. It was a pain right here. I could not handle it.
Oh, man.
I was like, you know what? Call my job again. Hey, can't come in. I'm going to the doctor. I'm bringing a note because now it's 2 days. Go in a Tuesday, come out of the hospital Friday night. Appendix and gallbladder, both removed.
Whoa.
It was that close. Like the doctor said, like, bro, even like a whole another day, that could have burst in there. And
oh my God.
nobody knows. So
Dang.
went in on a Tuesday, came out on a Friday, missing 2 organs, but I'm alive. So.
Yeah, man.
And then after that, that's when I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take some time to myself. Call my jobs like, hey, listen, I might not come back, but I'm going to stay home for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when I felt ready, like to go back out there, I just didn't want to go back. So I tried Uber. I was doing Uber, Lyft, and then it's just not for me. I drive because I have to, but I don't enjoy driving a lot. And that's when I just started looking into, okay, what else is out there? I took some time to myself to settle down. Okay, what are you doing, dude? You're getting old. What's going on? So that's when I decided to just like, you know what? Let's see what's out there. And because I love sports. I played baseball my life when I was little. And I got my son into a Little League Baseball right here on PAL.
Oh, okay.
You know where PAL is? Right here up the block?
Yeah.
So he was going there, and then they were just like, you know, they accepted volunteers. I'm like, you know what? I got some free time. So I had a volunteer there. I became the coach of the team. And to my, lucky me, I ended up being the coach of my son's team.
Oh, wow.
It was good because I get to play with him, but not good because that is coach. So how do you bring that home when he has a bad game and I had to sit him, right?
And
so,
how old is he at that time?
He was 9. He's 11, so about 2 years ago. So that was a little awkward, but I enjoyed it too. And then because of that,
well, what were some of the challenges with that of like losing and like how was like what's the difficulties that come with having your son on a if you have a bad game or whatever?
Right.
Like,
well, I know that I had to take my dad hat off, put on my coach hat. Listen, we're trying to win the game here. If you're not having a good day, that being committing errors on the field or not getting on base, not scoring runs, hey, let's give somebody else a try, right?
Okay.
But then that's my kid.
Right.
So it's like, okay, what do we do here?
Yeah.
Sorry, so you need to sit.
Yeah.
Or I might need you to play in the outfield because you made 3 errors already. It's a 3rd inning, so we're not having that.
Did you take it personally sometimes?
Obviously, we're humans, and I can speak about just like being a guy, being a dude. You always want to come through and be like, nah, I got it. Like, no, it's mostly dudes because women, they take it. I don't know what it is. I respect that about women. So, but my kids, it's like, okay, that's fine. So it's not that you're not playing no more. It's that I'm going to have you sit over here for now, right? And then on the way back home, it's just like, okay, what do you want for dinner, right? Try not to talk about that game. So I always been a person that I'm able to separate work from personal life. Yeah, sure. Right? That comes easy for me. Nice. I say that when I'm always, as you can see, like always like looking at my phone. So any second I might get a text from work, but that's not here and there. Yeah. But yeah, at the bottom line is that because I did that, and I never worked with kids before that. So unintentionally, that went into my resume that I volunteer working with kids. And even before taking even though it's voluntary, you still have to like read some booklets, watch some videos, because you're dealing with kids. You're just not like, oh, you can't yell at kids. Like, oh, but like, no, there's a way of properly communicating to kids.
That's right.
Right? And still send the message
That's
like,
right.
hey, we're here to win.
That's right.
But being careful. So I had that on my resume. And when it was time for me to go out there and get to like, all right, let's start working, I just added that to my resume. And it was just there as in like the skills part of your resume.
Yeah.
So it was just there, and I just uploaded to Indeed, and I was applying to jobs here and there. And I went to a job fair, and somebody saw my resume. It's like, oh, yeah, you have like 10 years in customer service. Yeah, whatever. You worked with kids before. I'm like, yeah, to an extent.
Yeah, that's right.
And then so I got all these questions. I answered. They liked all I had to say, right? And that's when they just like, okay, you want to come in for an interview? So I went. That was my previous job before landing my current work. So it was in Columbia County, about an hour from here. Went there, not expecting anything. I sat there with a bunch of stone-faced people, just like, I'm like, bro, these people need me alive. Because they're thinking like I know how to work with kids, but all I have experience is coaching baseball. But then I think it helped because they could tell that I could work with kids, that I could handle kids being rowdy, and the kind of work that we do, we have that a lot. And I believe that helps. So that's why I said it was a total accident, because when I volunteered for that baseball coach position, I wasn't thinking into like, oh, this is what's going to be like your career.
Right.
That
was a
crazy
transition.
Then I got hired. Started working with kids in the house, helping them with homework, bringing them to school.
What was the title for that position?
It was a youth care worker.
Oh, okay.
They call that position over there, YCW. So it's just like, okay, they have a schedule. You have to help them. Okay, from this time to that time, they're in school. Then they come back to the house. They have a routine, shower, lunch, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so it's in a home, in a residential.
It is a residential. It's a huge campus, huge campus. They have their own rooms. They have their cottages. Each cottage has 20 rooms. They have a common living room, kitchen, bathroom. So it's gigantic place.
Wow.
So they have 3 cottages. So they have 80, 20. So they were looking into expanding to take in 100 kids. While I was there, it was only 60. But not yet. And it was segregated, like girls over there, boys over here.
Yeah.
So, it was just my job, and I have this little background, and then they actually train you for it. They pay for all these trainings.
Nice.
And then on the side, I'm like, you know what? I'll take this seriously. And I was doing some diligence on my end, right?
Nice.
And that's when I was like, oh, shoot, I kind of like this, right? And then a year later, I mean, right, go me, but they saw I put in the work. They saw I had the interest, the passion. I learned, and I was offered a supervisory position in the same place a year later.
Nice.
It was out of the blue. I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
So, but I did know that people were looking at me. So why not?
Yeah.
And that was my first ever, well, not my first ever leadership role, but my first ever, you run the place, right? Because I was a team lead back when I was in the city. I used to work in a bank in a mailroom, and I was the head training, and I ran the mailroom. Yeah. And then before that, I worked in a deli, so I also ran that. Like I made the purchases and whatnot. But okay. And I think all of that, and the little time I had to work with kids, and then during working a whole year, and then that became like, okay, now you're running the place. So that I didn't even have the time to like, whoa. Like, no, it was just like, oh, now in this, okay, let's go. Let's go.
You're just rolling.
You couldn't sit back and think about it because you was going to be overwhelmed.
That's right.
And on top of that, I had to be trained to be a supervisor too. Because he was just like, hey, there's this position. You want to take it? Okay.
They gave you
Nothing about you.
like leadership classes they were giving you, or
Everything.
yeah, nice.
I ran the gauntlet. I was just like
Wow.
every other
That's
day.
nice that they have that training though.
They do. And I appreciate that from them and my current employer too. They do make sure that you have the tools to succeed. Like you're never that it goes like not just like in a line of work, it goes for everything. You're always learning.
That's right.
If you're not learning, you're not improving. If you're not improving, what are you doing? Right?
That's right. That's right.
So you should be today better than you were yesterday.
That's right.
Tomorrow you're gonna be better than today.
That's right. I believe that wholeheartedly,
Yes,
man.
yes,
I think
yes.
that's a great segue. We didn't officially. I kind of skipped over it. Now you can officially, officially introduce yourself, your name, how you want to go by, how you want to be presented, and your title and what you're currently doing, your current role.
Well, my current role, it's
Let's start with. So, do you want to go first and last name?
sure. My name is Orelbi. A little tricky to say, Orelbi, Orelbi. Normally, when I see that people are having a hard time pronouncing my name, I just think of the toothbrush, Oral-B.
Yeah.
Just say it fast.
Oral-B.
There you go.
That's right.
So my name is Orelbi Surreal, and I am, I think they call it a house supervisor or head supervisor. Because when I read it in one piece of paper, then I read it on the actual Paycom, it says two different things, but the job doesn't change. So
that's right.
I don't care. You call me Orelbi if you want. So I'm a house supervisor. I run a group home. We have right now 9 kids, and it's been fun.
I love that.
It's been fun. I've been there for 6 months now, and I'm still learning, still finding my little comfort zone, if you will, right?
That's right.
Because you're trying to forget that, okay, you're over there, now you're over here. Even though the work is the same, it is different.
That's right.
So I don't know if I'm making sense.
No. That makes total sense. That makes total sense for sure. You see, this is a solo operation. I'm gonna just do a quick check, make sure we're going on production.
This guy?
He's the vibe setter.
Yeah, it's a vibe setter. I was gonna say that's the entertainment team, right?
As far as production goes, he don't really do much but be in my way sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Love it.
But everything's looking good. You sound like you're doing a great job, man.
Boom, boom. Thank you.
And we'll keep it rolling, man. I love it, man. I'm loving learning to learn more about you, man. I knew you had an interesting story. I could just tell by your energy and your vibe that you're a really good guy. So I was really excited to have this conversation with you today, man.
Thank you.
All right, let's see where we're at. So I think you mentioned you came over from DR in 03, you said? 07?
2003.
03, that's
2003.
right. So you spent how many, so you left at what age?
Woof. We might have to do some math there, which is not my strong suit, but
take your time, man.
I'm 36 right now.
Okay.
So all we have to do is do what? 2025 minus what? 2003? Is that how the math goes?
So it's 2025. You're 36 right now. Let's go back. Let's say 05. It's 20 years ago.
Right.
So that'll be 16 minus 2. 14.
14. Yeah, I'm 37. Yes, sir. So that is math.
So that's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good chunk of life that you spent there.
It is a big chunk of life, but that to me, it's the sweet spot. Because I know a lot of people, family included too, friends, and just people that I know that they're either come too old or way too young. Way too young to remember they had a life back home, back over there at the island, but then too old to just like still be attached to the DR life and not get used to the US life, right? Nah, me, it was the sweet spot.
Yeah.
I don't remember much. I do remember a few things here and there, obviously, so things that you never forget, but also I was not old enough to like, wow, I'm leaving my life behind. Bro, I'm 14 years old. What are you leaving behind?
What stands out as far as things that might have played a major role in who you've become as a person? Anything like that, like just your life in DR, any major events or major memories or like just a way of living that attributes to the Robbie that we know now?
Well, I never sat down and think about that, boy.
And it's kind of a
little chill right now. You know what? And holy crap, thank you for asking that, because like now things are starting to make sense a little bit. Because my dad, when he first because he came in, he came to the U.S. first, right? He came in 99, 98, 99, I believe so. We stayed back with mom, 4 kids, right? So I'm the oldest. So I kind of like had to be the big brother.
That's right.
Right? Help out mom, all that. So you can say I started working with kids back then.
Yeah.
Right? Because
for sure.
I mean, you know what? I'm choosing to look at it that way.
No, I think you're 100% right.
And I never thought about it too. Yeah. Just because like in the position that I am now and thinking about that now. So whatever.
I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason.
It does.
This stuff doesn't happen on accident. These traits, I think, seemingly come so natural to you. And it shows like you kind of just are real comfortable in the space that you sit in.
Right.
I don't think that's an accident. I think it plays a part, kind of.
I choose to believe that. Right. Starting today, because I never sat down and be like, well, yeah, you were always big brother. You were always big brother. When that wasn't there, right? Yeah. Like I was big brother. I was looking out for the kids. Yeah, so, man. And a funny story, like my first ever fist fight, it happened because of my little sister. Where's the camera? Yeah. Because my little sister, like, we were playing. We always played outside, back in the day, little kids, not the same as now. You outside, you playing ball, you playing hide and seek, life. There was these little kids from this other streets, and they were just like hanging out, like near our block. And I don't know, kids are like, I don't know, they're like animals. Like, this is my place. You don't come to my place. Right? Yeah,
territorial.
That's the better. Oh, well, I mean, we're still animals, so right. So, and then there was this kid in the bike being obnoxious, and my sister, she's small. She's like what, 7, 8 ish, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh no, this dude is bothering. I'm like, yo, you either go or you go. Okay, that's me talking about myself, right? Like, whoa, look at you, right? Yeah. And then the kid's like, blah blah blah. He got off the bike. So it's not one of these like, let's roll the sleeves and then let's square up. It's like, nah, he got off the bike, boom, down he went.
Okay,
no,
he wasn't ready.
That's my little sister right here.
You gotta find her flight.
You're not playing that game.
Ain't no flight today.
No. And then like all the kids start coming in, and then I see like the kids on my block coming in. It's like, okay, what now? And I picked up the bikes, rode away. It's like, yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to my sister. She's like, yo, what the hell? So that was like my very first fist fight.
Wow. And a little like
yo.
Yeah, and that was a great. You proved something to yourself that day as well.
It did, because I didn't have time to think. So I think you'll notice that when it comes to me and what I do and what I've lived, I usually don't take time to think too much. That might be a mistake. Up until today, it hasn't been. So it's been working out fine. But I feel like if you think too much, you either doubt yourself or you start coming up with, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, or that's not for me, that seems too hard. That's right. I don't have the time, right? That's right. Nah, don't think about it. Just like go for it.
I think if your instinct has proven trustworthy, then you should definitely lean on it.
Right.
Some people's instinct usually, could lead them the wrong way a lot of times. But yours seems to be solid, man.
Yeah,
no. I like that. It's a question I like to ask everybody. While we're in this period of your life, right?
Yes, sir.
A common question that kids get at that young, ripe age is, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you remember ever being asked that, or what your goal was at that age in life?
I think we're all asked that question. Everybody's asked that question. I believe it. I'll use my son as an example. I asked him the same questions. I was like, hey, what are you interested in? Like, what do you want to do? Why? Because if he says, I want to do this, I'll help him as much as possible, right?
That's right.
So one time he said like, oh, I want to practice soccer. I'm like, oh, that's random. We usually, my family, nobody plays soccer. So probably he has a friend in school, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you know what? Cool. Mom got him a soccer ball, and then I was just finding like, hey, where can I go play soccer? And I'm stressing out because I can't find anything at least close to home, right? And I'm like, oh my God. So, okay, finally, let's go to this place. I call, hey, do I have to schedule an interview for a tour, blah, blah, blah. Sure, come this day, bring your kid, we'll walk him, we'll show him around, right? Then he goes like, I don't really want to play soccer, right? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. All right, sure. That was what, like around June?
This year?
No, a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
And then when Christmas was approaching, I asked him, like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? He's like, okay, I really want to. They sell these like wheel and brakes and paddles and whatnot. It's a whole set that you can like plug into your Xbox or your PlayStation, so they can play the card games with the actual steering wheel. And it actually works. I tried it. It's like, oh, wow, that's scary. But it's like a simulator,
Yeah.
right? I spent a pretty penny on it.
Yeah.
And he was into it for about a month or so. It's like in a basement,
collecting
in a
dust
box,
now.
collecting
Oh,
box. So,
man.
all of that just to say is that it was the same with me. It was just like, today I like this, next week I might like that.
Oh, okay, so you come by it honest. Yeah.
So look at me. It took me this long to find something that I really enjoy. Because I think everybody does that, right? When you're working a job, because you got to pay the bills, right? You might be at this place for 10 years, but it's not because you love it. Because you're comfortable,
bills,
you're
yeah.
used to it, and it's paying the bills,
That's
right? So another big, I guess, phrase or saying that I take to heart is, you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You got to feel comfortable being uncomfortable.
For sure.
Because you're gonna stay. You're not gonna grow. You're gonna, I don't know. You're not gonna move forward. So it's just like, it's boring.
Yeah.
It's really boring.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, no, me, I never. To this day, you still ask me, what was your? What, if I can make it happen like that, what would you do? Right?
Yeah.
I still don't know what to say.
Wow.
I still don't know what to say. And it worked out fine for me.
Yeah.
It worked out fine.
You're happy.
Yes, sir.
I could tell.
Oh, yes, sir.
Beautiful. It's funny you mentioned that you've only been, in this new role as the house manager or house supervisor for about 6 months.
Yeah, with this company.
I like to, I always wonder what people's first 6 months, what that feels like, and what that experience is in the role. But since it's been about 6 months, and you're happy for sure, that's good. I'm curious what your first couple weeks were like. You know what I mean? What was your mindset coming into it those first couple weeks compared to your mindset now, and then how you're into the role? What was that?
Interesting question. That's another thing that I never sat down and actually thought about it. But it was like a shock because it's not like I wanted to leave the place where I was at, because I was very happy over there. Especially since at this other place, even though it's the same work, it's different kind of people. Meaning, like, these are kids that they get caught at the border, either the northern border, right? We have a spot for them. They come to us. They're there until their situation it's settled, or at least we find a place to send them to, like a parent or family, and then they go through the legal system, right? They go to the courts, they see judges, blah, blah, blah.
That's right.
Right? So I'm Hispanic, so I'm like, bro, I'm helping my people. Like, I feel good doing that. I enjoy doing that. I was happy doing that. Again, I never thought about leaving that place. I thought I was going to grow old and retire working there. But then this opportunity presented itself. Shout out to one of my good friends that recommended me to look into this company where we are now. And definitely it's doing the same work. But then these kids are different. So I thought it was going to be like, this is just a job for you. Like, it's not going to be, like, you're not going to be as passionate because, like, okay, these are just a lot of people, not like your people.
Right.
I don't know how's that coming off, but it's, I thought about, like, okay, it's like, it's not going to be the same, right?
Yeah, it won't give you that same sense of fulfillment.
I was wrong, and I was glad that I was wrong.
Wow.
Because, like, now, I still feel that, okay, you are helping. Might be at 1% to one kid, it might be 100% to a different kid.
That's right.
Might be to a coworker as well.
That's right.
Because, well, we're just not there to do the job. You also got to remember that you work with other people. So it's like, well, you know what? Yeah, you're doing okay, kid. You're doing good.
Nice.
Like keep doing it. And then if I ever feel that I'm not up to the challenge, if I'm not gonna be of help, I remove myself a little bit. That might be a day off. that might be just stay in your office and don't talk to people, right? Because today you're not at your best.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So like coming into it, when you first started, did you have a certain expectation compared to what you've learned it to be now? At least in this, or did you just kind of expected it to be what you're used to?
Right. Yes, you always have these expectations. You're always thinking of like, oh, how similar or how different to what I'm doing now this is gonna be. So wow, and you cannot escape the comparing and contrast. Like you're never gonna escape that. So it's like, well, my other place we used to do this, here they do it like this. It's not that I'm not saying like don't do that, because anything that can help you do your job or maybe improve your new situation, like your situation, use it. Like, why not? You might have this way of doing this activities, maybe with how you did it before, you bring it into this new environment, it might improve it. You never know. So just try it.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
So I did have expectations. I was just a little nervous, just like, okay, wow. And I think, I mean, again, it's only been 6 months, but I feel that it's about the same.
Met your expectations?
Yes, especially since I still have the passion and the yes. Like,
That's right.
I like doing this.
For it,
I feel that it would be different if that feeling went away, right? If I'm not, I really don't feel this place.
Right.
Nah, it hasn't happened yet. So
Nice. That's good, man.
Yes,
6 months.
sir.
I think that's a good run. Hopefully you keep that run going and
Oh,
you're still
sure, for
comfortable,
sure.
you know, and very much happy.
It helps that I'm closer to home too. I don't have to drive an hour.
Yeah, yeah, definitely a commute.
Yeah.
I've definitely had jobs I have to
man.
travel for, and it's not fun, bro. It could definitely be taxing after a while. Awesome, man. You're doing great, man. You're doing an awesome job, dude.
Ooh, we're doing it.
So let's see. I want to talk a little bit about take a break from work specifically, and talk about things that you do outside of work that just how you spend your free time. You know what I mean? I know you got kids.
Free time.
But what does OLB do?
First of all, let's define free time. What is free time? Nah. My free time is just being home with my kids, my wife. Like, I'm at home.
No, like man cave, you sneak away and then do.
Not because I don't want to have one, right? Right? I wish, but I do have my games here. I like computers. I like technology, right? So I have my little corner in the house, right? Yeah. I have we have this cabinet where there's one drawer it's the hardest to pull out because I guess it's so old, right? But it's mine. I'm glad it's hard to open because that's where I keep all my games. And
you're a gamer, man.
And you know us, like I know about you, and then a lot of dudes out there. They're gonna say like, yeah. You ever find yourself like going through your stuff and you have like 6 different HDMI cables?
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
I got a couple bins like that around
here. You know you're not using it right now. You might not use it in 2 years, but you can't toss it.
You can't toss that, man. Because there's going to be a day where you need it.
You'll
be mad that you don't have one. I'm not going to be that guy.
No. So that's my little drawer here. Yeah. You open it, it's like, what is going on? I know every single wire that's in there. I know every single... No, you leave that alone.
That's right. I can literally show you like 2 bins I got like right now.
That's what we do, bro.
The wire bin, man.
That's what we do.
You gotta have it.
Yes,
what kind of games do you play? Your games? So it's just PC games, or like you got a console?
No. You know what? Calling myself a gamer would be lying. Like I'm not a gamer at all. So, but
it's there. Huh? It's there for you.
It is there because I went through as I went through the years. I went through the generations of consoles, right? Like my first console that I ever owned was a 64.
Nice.
Right. I got that 64 secondhand from my cousin, and woof, Star Fox. I never played Mario 64 to this day.
No,
never.
There's a version out there you can play for sure. You got to get a Switch or something.
I do have a Switch.
You probably downloaded it on Nintendo.
I know, but I told myself that that's like one of a couple of games that I have in mind that it will be when I have time to myself, because you hear the stories, you see the videos, and it's like, okay, you know about the game. You never played it, and you want to give that time to yourself to actually play it.
Yeah,
so I'm like, you know what? One day.
Okay.
And I played all these Mario games, like the newer, Mario 3, Mario 1, all of them except that one. So one day. But now me, and then I had a PS1. Well, not a PS1, but the one that was called PS1. You remember those tiny white one? It's a PlayStation 1, but it's like super tiny and it's white.
Was it just PlayStation?
It was the first PlayStation, right?
Like,
the big square, the gray one. You remember that one?
Yeah.
But there was a version. It was a smaller.
A smaller one right before.
It was white.
I feel like for me, my memory goes from like just Sega Genesis in my life. I was playing that a lot, and then like PlayStation. I don't know. Was PlayStation came like right after that, right?
Yep, right after. I think
there was one in between those two.
There, like before the PS2, they did have a PlayStation 1. It was smaller. It was white, and I guess it was just smaller.
I'm gonna have to find a picture, throw it in.
We'll do that. We'll do that in a minute. But that's the one I had, and then GTA 3, a lot of baseball games, PlayStation games. Had them all. Had them all. Especially once you start learning how to use computer, you buy this special burner. You buy the actual CDs, and then there was a trick that you switch the disc. You remember that?
Yeah.
Bro, hey, I mean, you should be saying that.
I know you.
But we had our ways, so I never paid for a game in my life. So if there was a game I wanted to play, all right, give me 2 weeks. Let me download it, let me burn it, and
Come on,
let's do our thing.
Man, those are the good old days, man.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel about your work-life balance, right? Do you think you have a good time if you didn't want to like lock in on a new game or just take some time? Or do you have that? Do you feel like you have that opportunity? Because I know you said you walk around, you already like always checking the phone, make sure you're accessible. But do you feel like you good, decent? You think it can be a little better? Like
1,000% I can do better. It's not because you want to make sure that you're good at your job. It's not like, let me show them that I got this. Let me prove them right. It's not even about that. It's that I do that to myself. It's like, nah, bro, like you be responsible. Like, right? You're in charge of this house. Be available. So I know I can do better when it comes to work-life balance. I feel like I'm in a friend's house, a cousin's house, right? And we're hanging out. I get a phone call or text like, bro, hey, I'll be right back. I got to do better with that. I got to dedicate more time to myself, my family, my people.
Not disturb for a little while.
And it's hard for me because I'm always afraid of like, man, the house might burn down if I don't take this call, right? And I'm like, no, I got a good team. Let them deal with it, right? If there's something that needs my attention, okay, I'll come through. But then I got to learn to step back a little more.
Sure.
I wish there will be a day when I can leave my house and be like, you know what?
Maybe perhaps a good way to think about it is because you've been there for about 6 months. I can't tell you exactly how long, but I know that particular group home has been around for a long time.
Yeah, I heard.
And it hasn't burned down yet.
I heard.
It hasn't burned down before, LB.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll burn down, on your watch. You know what I mean?
I hope not. Hope not. And if it does, I'm coming with a bucket of water and put it out. So I'll do that.
No, but I love that, man. You're investing in your passion, man, and you care.
Yeah,
you care.
I do.
It's important in this line of work.
It should never, as much as you love what you do, as much as you want to show yourself and everybody else that, hey, you were the right person for the job and you want to prove everybody right, that should never be as important or more important than your life outside of work. Because you can either quit that job, lose that job, right? But your family's still there, right?
That's right.
So, I don't know. I see it that way.
That's right, man. Nothing wrong with that at all, dude. So it could be a little better, maybe with a little more on your part.
A lot better.
But at least a lot of situations where it's like it's nothing that you're doing. It's just the job is so taxing. You have to be available at all times. Just just because you have crazy hours and stuff like that. Those are I feel a little harder to manage. To be like sometimes you just have to leave the whole position just to feel like you can have a life outside of work.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's not that drastic for you. You can just maybe practice a little more discipline and kind of work on your mindset a little bit and get yourself to where you're comfortable, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Nice, dude. Let me see. So I want to get into a little bit about a little further into the future, right? You're here, and I know we touched on it a little bit, right? About you kind of just like going where you're led and seeing how you feel about it, but you're still not certain on what exactly but you're happy, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you could see yourself retiring into this role and doing this for super long term? even if it's not necessarily in this particular home or a company, just this line of work in general.
Right. Okay. Uh, little tangent before I actually answer that question.
Sure.
Because I had sat down and, okay, what are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing, right? So it's 2025, 2026. What are you doing in 2030, right?
right.
All right. So me, the dream, the hope, right? It's like, bro, I don't want to work past 50. I'm not waiting until like, oh, wait until 62, retire, get that check from the guy. Nah. We are privileged enough. It's not that my family is rich, like we come from money. That's not the case at all. We worked hard enough to be comfortable. I wish, I hope, I would like to not wait until 62 to retire. My first goal was 50. That doesn't sound too realistic, but because like things change, right? Okay, obviously own your house, right? Pay off your car, see the kids go to college, right? So I was like, you know what? 50 is possible. It's too soon, but I don't know. I might wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what? I'm done today, right? And there's always like we always have this K plan in our back pocket, back home, back to DR, right? Like we own our houses over there. We have land, so I can easily leave today, go back to DR, and get a good job, a good paying job over there. But me, I'm a New York man. Like I'm a New York boy. I'm a city guy. So
You don't want to stay even
every
after
time I
retirement.
go to DR, go on vacation, like after 2-3 weeks over there, I'm like, I'm bored. I know there's a million things I could be doing. There's a million places that I could be at right now doing X and Y.
That's right.
I just want to go back home. So to me, this is home. But you can never say never.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Okay. You're not counting it out, but
No, I'm never. And that's the thing. Like now, that's when I said what I was thinking of 50. But then I'm just like, you know what? Scratch that. It's gonna happen when it happens. I'm not waiting until 62. I'm not looking to get that retirement, Social Security. If it comes, it comes, but not because I want it, right? So me, I'm also proud that what little I have, it's been with this. So not because, okay, here's this.
That's right.
Here's
That's
that.
right.
Like, nah.
You worked hard for it.
Yes, sir.
I love that.
Yes, sir.
I want to put a quick pin in retirement. I kind of glossed over things a little bit, and I feel like for the sake of the podcast, for the sake of the viewers that might be watching,
Yes, sir.
I think they're gonna want to hear a little bit more about your group home experience. And what that I think we did a great job getting to know who Relby is, and what you got going on. Let's share a couple, maybe one or two things that maybe stand out in your career here at the group home that might that stands out for you, like a moment or whether it's a crazy hectic bad moment, a super bad crash out, or something that was kind of warmed your heart. Just some either sides of the spectrum, anything that stands out in the time that you've been there.
So there's this one day that it was kind of weird because even though you train for it, you are trained to know how to handle moments like this, situations like that. You will never be ready for it. And then it will not go as you planned it, as you trained, as you saw it on the video or read it on the paper. It's dynamic, it's evolving, it's changing. So you have to go as the situation goes, right? So we had this guy that, I say guy, it's a little kid, like I'm 2 times his age. So, and he was having a moment, and you try everything that you were taught to do, right? Like talk to him, having to relax, get him to relax. Hey, you want to talk to me? Like, man, you're going through a rough one. Like, you want to talk about it? Like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, that's fine. I'll sit over here, right? And then you're trying to ease your way into, right? Talk to him, and then he finally comes down, opens up, and I was talking to so-and-so, and I got this information that I didn't want to hear. So I was like, man, but I get what you're feeling. I get it. I mean, shoot, it happens to all of us. So I'm trying to get him to not forget, but to maybe like put it aside, because I want you to come down. I want you to sit down. I want you to come back to the person that you know and I know that you are, right?
That's right.
So we're gonna come back to that.
That's right.
We call that baseline. So once you're back in baseline, okay, like now we can laugh about it, maybe, right? Or we can find out, okay, how can that information, what can we do to help you, right? Just go through that.
That's right.
Right? Because we don't even, I tend to not ask. I try not to get too involved, too attached. I just want to make them feel better. Just want to make them come back to be themselves, right? And I think that's the moment when you tell yourself like, yeah, you got it. And that's one of those questions that you ask yourself. It's like, hey, are you ready to handle this, right? So you do everything you can. You get cursed at, we get things thrown at us, we get spat on, we get scratched, punch kicked. But then once you bring them down to like, there you are. Once you bring them down, you forget about all that and you're just like, yeah, he was ready to like tear this place up down and break everything. And look at him now. He's just playing games with you or telling you about this like girl he saw in school. It's like, hey. So it's very rewarding. But no, that one day, this one kid, it's just like, it's just hard to not think about like your own kid, right?
That's right. That's right.
What if he's having a moment like that and you're not there? He's with somebody else. You will love that other person would treat your son the same way you're treating this kid.
Little patience.
So that stuck to me. That's just like, bro, my kid, he's in school from this time to that time. All this time, he's with random people. That's right. They might be teachers, they might be directors, blah, 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 but they're just random people.
That's right.
Right? And you will like that these other random people would treat your kid the same way.
Right.
So that's the way I see it. That's the way I look at it. And especially we have kids that have gone through stuff.
That's right.
Like serious things. And you always have to keep that in the back of your mind and just like, oh, remember, there's something going on. They're not screaming and kicking and punching because that's what they want to do. There's something going on there, and we're trained to deal with that.
That's right. What percentage of the job would you say attributes to emotional regulation, right? In comparison to,
we can say 100%, because even when they're in baseline, even when they're normal, right? Even when they're good, they're happy, you still have to watch out for everything because, okay, maybe because this kid is happy, that might set that kid off.
That's right.
Right? So you're not only paying attention to one kid, we're paying attention to 5, to 4, to 10, right? And then in my group home, it's a 2-story house. So I'm down here, I hear like stomping upstairs. So I gotta run upstairs and, hey, everything good here? No, yeah, we're just playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So you always, like, your guard's always up.
If you could like imagine like an imaginary pie chart, right? And you have like the different job responsibilities of your role, right? Whether it's the paperwork side of things, the documentation, the emotional regulation, like what takes the biggest portion of the pie chart? You know what I mean?
Well, I might be doing it wrong. I might not be doing my job properly, right? But what I do, what makes me feel good is making sure the kids are okay. So I would say making sure everybody's in our emotional.
You mean emotionally okay, or like as far as like getting to places on time, hygiene, stuff like that, or just
all of that, like just working with the kids, like doing everything. Like, hey, I just returned from school. All right, is it time to do this? Let's make sure we do this before this, right? And is everybody okay? Did you have a good day in school? I love that part. And then I get to sit down and then do my paperwork, right? Go through everybody's time cards, yada, 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 right? But then I make sure to step away from the screen because that's when I have time to sit down, do my paperwork. Let's say it take 2 hours to do these 2 tasks, right? Boom, get them done. And then it's like, all right, let me go check on the kids.
Yeah.
Just to step away from the screen a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Things can and could change moving forward. I hope not because I do enjoy working with the kids. I do. I love it. But then again, I know that as a supervisor, I do have to step back, let the team deal with all that. But I also enjoy doing that. So, hey, why? I want some of that fun.
And I think that speaks a lot to you being the right person for the role, because if that's what gives you the most enjoyment and fulfillment, that's that's a great start, man. It's a great start.
Love it.
Because unfortunately, especially in this line of work, it's not uncommon to have people that are in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, some people are in it for the money. Because there's not a lot of companies where they pay people coming in brand new, no experience, the amount of money that they offer. So some people see the money, but then they get the job and they either quit after 2 weeks, maybe a month.
That's right.
And then people just learn how to love it like I did.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love that. What is Arelby's ideal, whenever the time comes, retirement? What does that look like? What are you doing with yourself after you're done working and you want to finish out your golden years? What does that look like for you?
Looks like my dad. What does my dad do? Well, he owns his house. In my country, owning a house is different than here in the U.S. You actually own your house. You don't pay no taxes to no government. So you own your land. You own your house. Like, it's yours. You only worry about the money to pay the bills, like electricity, internet, and food. That's it.
Right.
So that's my dad. My dad, he didn't wait until 65 to retire. It also happened because of COVID. Funny enough, both my parents, they were vacationing in the DR when COVID hit.
Wow.
And they got caught over there because airports couldn't travel. My mom at that time, she had a residency. She was applying to get her residence, right? And it expired when she was over there. So she couldn't, embassy was closed, all that. So that paperwork had to be put on hold. And they planned that trip around her situation because she already had an appointment to get that situated. But, hey, now you're caught over there.
Right.
While she was over there, that expired. So we had to wait until embassy reopened and then wait until she get a new appointment to do all that. So it was almost a year that she couldn't come into the country due to that.
Wow.
But they saw what happened. It wasn't a thing was like, nah, we're trying to stay. No, none of that. And that's how she got to come back. But my dad, he's been working on his life, and he was just like, you know what? Let's take a long vacation. They were over there. COVID happened. They stayed over there. What? I think airports. I think we couldn't travel for. I think it was 4, 6, 7 months before everything reopened, especially traveling.
That's right.
So all that time over there, dude, it's almost a year.
Yeah.
Over there, my dad was like, I'm done.
Just stayed.
He stayed. I mean, he came back. He made sure that everything was in order. Everything he had to do before he said, GG's. He stayed over there. He's been retired ever since. Then my mom, we got everything situated. She got her papers in order. And then she was like, deuces. She also left. So that's how I see myself.
So
I just need my money to eat. And the money for the bills. That's it.
Still flipping a coin as far as if it's gonna be DR or the States.
It might be a weighted coin, like one of those trick coins, where you always know the outcome.
If you stay in the States, you have to pay them taxes. You have to keep paying all that.
Man, listen. I don't want to hear it. I know we all have our beliefs. We all have whatever. It's yours. This is mine. This is the greatest freaking country in the world. I don't want to hear from anybody.
Okay.
Right?
I like the pride, man.
The best.
American pride.
The best. Now, if I have it my way, I do away with property taxes. How about this? I just do away with taxes. Done. You want your roads fixed? Talk to the community, have them pay for it. That's how it should go. If I work 10 hours, let me get paid for 10 hours.
That's right.
Give me my money. I know what to do with my money.
That's right.
So if it was up to me, that would change. Other than that, man, again, like I said it before, what little I have is because of this and this and this. So you know what? Let me do what I want with my money. So let's just do away with taxes. But yeah, no. I think I know what I want to do, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to walk out the door, get hit by a car.
Yeah, not
Bum,
gonna
bum, bum, right?
Yeah.
But I could walk out the door and just find a bag with like $500,000.
Yeah.
You never know, and that's
You
the
walking
thing.
away with that bag? No questions asked?
Sure. I'll look both ways. I'll look for a camera, like for a person, a hood and a hat. I'll look for all that, and
Yeah.
out I
Go
go.
to DR for a little while, come back.
That little while might be it, brother. That might be it. But one of my dreams is also like, because I've never traveled outside the U.S. and DR, so I just know these two countries, and even even DR. Like, I know so little of my own country, and then I know so little about this country. I wanna see both, and then let's look at outside.
You know what's funny? I've only ever really been in America. I've never left the country. But and from what I got to do ancestry or something to get more clarity on my heritage.
Right.
But from my understanding, I'm just always just been Black American, right?
Right.
But all my life, I would have somebody come up to me just speaking Spanish, assuming that I'm Dominican.
Listen.
Just the complexion and I guess the way I came out. I grew up around a lot of Spanish people, and a lot of my friends were Hispanic and things like that. So I think I just kind of developed a little bit of the culture growing up, but all the time, never. So I feel like I'm like the introverted version of you, of like you actually are Dominican. And all that.
Yeah.
But I get.
And let me say this: we could just sit here for a whole hour. You could just sit there nodding and doing this. I'll speak Spanish for a whole hour. We switch the title and have it in Spanish, and then just be like, you know what? This is a podcast about this and that. With your co-host this and that, or your guest this and that. And thank you, my Spanish-speaking people. That's your podcast, right?
Yeah.
And you sit there. I'll take over, and then say like, yeah, no, this is my brother from New York. Like, heck yeah. So yeah. You
for everybody.
Yeah. If you don't open your mouth.
Nah, I can do a good. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah. Just that the whole time.
Ya primo.
Yeah. Man, I love that.
I'm glad that we touched on that, and I'm gonna put myself out there. How about this? I'm gonna make myself a little uncomfortable, but that's fine. I've been doing that all my life.
Let's do it.
And be honest, and y'all can be honest too. I never went to school to study English. When my dad said, "Oh, we're moving to the U.S." He paid for a little like English classes here and there, but honestly, it was a total waste of time. Why? Because what little I learned from that place, I already knew it from school. Hello, good morning, how are you? 1 to 10, blue, pink, yellow, right?
Yeah.
Bro, like we paying for this, really? When my dad told us that, immediately, I don't know a lick of English, I started to watch TV, listen to music. As I'm listening to the music, I'm reading the lyrics. Shout out to Eminem and Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit.
Love Linkin Park.
Said what? Early 2000s?
Yeah.
It's us. So listening to the music, reading the lyrics, subtitles. I was preparing myself. Because you hear the stories about like your cousin that visit, oh, they're talking to each other. It's like, yo, bro, what's going on? Yeah, yo, DR, is Matt Cole here? Like, I don't want to go, blah, blah, blah. And you don't know what the hell they're talking about. And then they turn to you and they start speaking Spanish. I'm like, nah, one of these days. Like, so I got myself, like, I not forced myself, because when you're learning, you shouldn't see it as forcing yourself to learn anything. But I kind of like pressure myself, like, bro, get it going.
Yeah.
And then when we finally moved, I knew enough to carry a basic conversation, right? That's when I got my first job. I was packing in a supermarket, right? We worked for tips. We're kids, 14, 15, right? Working for tips. And then people ask you questions like I knew the very basics. They ask you like, oh, what's the cereal? Aisle 3, right? And then you pick up the lingo, the supermarket lingo, let's say that, right? Then I moved into a bakery. Now you learn that. Boom, boom, boom. And then going to school. If not because I knew some English, I was going to get dropped 2 grades. I was a junior. and then they were gonna move me back to freshman. And then they said like, okay, if you can pass this test, didn't ace it, I passed it, right? The junior, the senior, and then I didn't finish college. So you know what? Doesn't matter. Who needs college anyway? But no,
I didn't finish either. Don't worry.
just all of that to say that I'm self-taught. I never went to school. I picked up from talking to people, just putting myself out there, right? And I would like to share this. There was one day that maybe somebody else would have like felt different and probably gave up, but that's when I'm like, no, you know what? Hit the books, do something, get better. I was working my first job, 14, 15. This lady asked me a question where she wanted her groceries delivered to her house, right? She was with her daughter. She asked me a question. She says like, oh, is there any delivery guys here? I don't know how to answer this woman. I don't know what to say. I think I know. So what I told this lady was like, they're coming yet. Lady look at me, look at her daughter, and then the lady went like, they're coming yet. And the girl said like, yeah. I was like, whoa. They kind of making fun of me. Instead of looking at it that way, I said, wait, what did I say wrong? Right? And then I looked it up. And I'm like, So that to me, to this day, stuck to me, like spoke to me, said, you know what? Just go out there. And you tell people like, hey, if I say something wrong, just tell me I said something wrong. Like you will not hurt my feelings.
That's right.
So everything you hear, and if I said anything that was incorrect, know it's because of that, and it's not an excuse, but I always try to better myself. From way back then to today.
Wow.
I'm still learning.
That's amazing.
So heck yeah.
Yeah,
no. And I take pride in that.
I love that, man. That's what we're all about here, man. That's one of my slogans. I say in my other series that I have on this channel. At the end of each one of those videos, I say we are ever learning, growth-oriented, and evolutionary thinkers here in the village, right? So I'm totally off
Village,
that, man.
let's go.
The village, man. That's
Takes a
brand.
village.
That takes a village, man. That's the podcast we're on, and I want to say you did a fantastic job, man. This has been a beautiful conversation. I want to give you a moment to close us out with whatever it is you might want to leave a message or promote something or just whatever might be on your heart to send us off with, man. What you got?
Be comfortable being uncomfortable. It's just that. If you want to do something, you're passionate about it, or you just want to try it to see where it leads, just go for it. Crash and burn, get up and try something else, or maybe try again. That might have been there might be an easier way to do what you try, but to say that you tried and failed is not a failure. To not try at all is a failure. Because, hey, you want to do that, but you're not doing it. Why? Because it scares or you don't know how to do it? Reach out to people, talk to people, do your research, and just go for it. I know I'm going to butcher this, maybe, but it's like one of my favorite. It's a song. It's by System of a Down from the song Sugar, where it says, and I'm going to butcher, right? It says, you know that place where I go is where I really want to be, but it's where I already am because I'm already there. I know I butchered it, but it's pretty much what it says is that place or that thing that I really want to do is what I really want to do, but it's what I'm already doing because I'm already doing it, right? So if I'm right here right now doing this, it's because I wanted to do it, and you did what you had to do it.
That's right.
It's a word salad. It makes sense to me.
No,
I like
beautiful.
it. I love
beautiful.
it. You can post the actual lyrics, please,
Yeah.
so people read it. But I love it. That's like my motto: live and die by it. So that's me. Just do it. Swish, Nike. Just do it.
I love that.
All right.
Man. Arabi.
Sure.
Man.